AI has been getting super advanced over the years, and everyone's talking about how it'll replace most people's jobs. Although before that happens, everyone's talking about how AI can actually help you make money, which can actually be helpful for people like us or you, musicians. AI can create pictures, write essays, help you cheat on your exams, and even help you make money as a musician. And I'm gonna rank each method that I'll show you guys later in the video by how much AI has to do, how much you have to do, and how much you'll make weekly on average once you get settled in. Believe it or not, you can actually use AI to help you flip or resell music related items. You either have things like an old piano that you don't use, an electric guitar or amp that you bought for maybe 200, 300 bucks, and that you're willing to actually resell for a higher price, or you can go on places like OfferUp or eBay or Reverb, actually pick up music related items or instruments for free and then resell those for a higher price. And AI can actually be really helpful for this, as once you actually get the items or you actually know which items you want to resell, you can use something like ChatGPT to rank all of the instruments, all of the music related items from which is most likely to sell or which is most trending right now. In terms of how much AI is going to be doing, it's more just going to be ranking and listing every item in terms of how much or how likely they are to sell. So I'm going to give it around a 6 out of 10. For how much you have to do, I'm also going to give it a 6 out of 10 because you're going to be the one to actually have to sell the items and list the items in the first place. But the good thing is once you actually get settled in, and if you're making around the low end, which is 1 to 5 sales per week, you'll actually make 50 to 100 bucks per week, and on the high end you'll make up to $500 per week. The best apps for this is definitely going to be OfferUp, which is completely free, and Reverb, which is another completely free app to use. Along with flipping items, AI can actually help you create compositions or loops, and then you can sell those loops online. It can help you make beats, it can help you make, again, loops, it can help you make music for background content on different genres, and then you can sell these songs for video loops, you can sell them for content, you can sell them as royalty-free music, or you can even license them in some cases. In terms of how much the AI has to do, I'm going to give it a 7 out of 10. It's actually going to be doing all of the composing for you. And then in terms of how much you have to do, I'm going to give you a 5 out of 10 because you're going to be the ones to actually license the music and actually, sell it and distribute the song to content creators or something like that. Using only one method, for example, if you just license your music, on the low end, for example, if you're just using one method, for example, just licensing the music, you'll make around $50 to $100 per week. But if you're willing to actually put in more work and use multiple methods, for example, sell your music to content creators, license the music, use it for background music, put it on royalty-free music websites, per week you can actually make around $500 to $1,000. And by far the best software for this is going to be SoundDraw. It's around $20 per month, but you can actually license the music that it creates. I'm going to make a guess, and that guess is that the majority of you guys have probably heard about automated short form content. For example, this channel right here, he takes content from other people, he screen records it, downloads it, he adds his own voiceovers, his own music, and his own text. And believe it or not, the majority of the work you actually have to put in is actually done with AI. You can go on ChatGPT and have it write a script, or have it give you ideas on music related topics that might actually be trending. But because you're making short form content, which is pretty quick and easy, you can actually make multiple shorts per week. But once you have an idea or you find a video from TikTok, you can go on an AI software, add in-time subtitles just like this, add your own voiceover, your own music, and then once you do that, YouTube will actually not copyright your content, and you can post that content on Instagram Reels, YouTube Shorts, or even TikTok, and then you can actually make some money from that. In terms of how much work AI has to do, I'm going to give it 8 out of 10 because it's going to be doing most of the work. If you use AI to give you ideas, to find out trending topics for the video ideas, it's going to be doing a lot more of the work. In terms of how much you have to do, I'm going to give it a 5 out of 10 because you're going to be the one who has to make the voiceovers. Although you can use AI for that, you're going to have to be the one to actually post the videos, which again is basically doing nothing. If you post on the low end around 1 to 3 videos per week, you'll make around $20 to $100. But if you're willing to put even more work and post 5 to 15 videos per week, then on average you'll make around $100 to $500 basically doing nothing. And like I previously mentioned, the best software for this is going to be InVideo, which is completely free. Next time you're creating sheet music, instead of sitting there writing down all the notes, or for example if you use something like Muse score, instead of actually doing it all manually, you can actually use AI to create the sheet music for you. And then once that sheet music's made, you can actually sell it online. You can even make your own business or brand where customers pay a subscription and get access to all your sheet music. In terms of how much AI has to do, I'm gonna give it an 8 out of 10 because it's actually gonna be doing most of the hard work. It's gonna be creating all the sheet music for you. And in terms of how much you have to do, I'm gonna give it a 5 out of 10 because if the AI makes a couple mistakes or something like that in terms of tempo, in terms of, you know, a wrong note or something like that, you have to manually fix it. But overall, it's not that much work. And then weekly on the low end, you'll make around 20 to 50 bucks. But once you get yourself out there more and more, on the high end, you'll make around $500 to $1,500 per week, which is absolutely insane. Dropshipping is one of those things right now online where it's super competitive, everyone's doing it, but musicians can actually do it really well, and with AI it's even easier. Similar to flipping items but on a larger scale, if you go on ChatGPT or Google Trends, you can actually use AI to help you pick and find out trending items or unique items that are more likely to sell. Or you can even look on TikTok or Amazon. For example, this item right here is a smart humidifier that can actually play music, but in terms of AI, I'm gonna give it a 5 out of 10 because all it's really going to help you do is just find the items for you. Even then, you're going to have to do a lot of the work for actually finding the items. And in terms of how much you have to do, I'm going to give it 8 out of 10. There's going to be a lot of trial and error. You can use some AI software to actually help you make a website or some sort of page where customers can actually go and buy your product, which will actually make it a lot easier. In terms of how much you have to do, I'm going to give it 8 out of 10. When you start, it'll be pretty slow and you'll only make around $20 to $50 per week, but once you're months in, around month 9, you'll make around $500 to $2,000 per week. And what I'd recommend you guys to do is just to try one method for now, and once you get that settled in, once you start to make some steady income from some sort of method that I've mentioned on this video, once you do that, and then you guys can move on to some other method and then kind of try to mix and match the methods together to make even more money with AI. So I really hope you all enjoyed this video. Make sure to watch this video right here, which are the laziest ways to make money as a musician. So I really hope you all enjoyed this video, and thank you for watching.